I want you to imagine your parents right now, wherever they may be and whatever they may be doing. And I want you to imagine their stress level at the moment, having to juggle work with the cost of living, with raising you, with raising the house, all of the things like that, especially if you have a single parent. I want you just to imagine the pressure on them and the stress and all the things going on behind the scenes that you may not even know about. Because one thing as a parent, especially if you have a single mom or a single dad or whatever, when things are tough, they're never going to let you see that. No matter what age you are, no matter how, whatever you are, they're never going to let you see that. According to you, everything is green. But 80% of us or our parents are struggling with finances, but they'll never let you know that. Even as a parent yourself, if you were struggling, things was tough, they're about to turn off the lights, you got an eviction letter on the door, are you going to let your kids see that? No. No matter what age they are. So I just want that to really fire you guys up in terms of whatever you're doing. Do it 100%. Because later on down the line, our parents have got so much stress holding the household together, holding everything together, that could give them a disease one day that they could pass from. And that's real. I real life know people that have had strokes from stress. I have friends that have lost parents from stress. And that is not a position that I want any of you guys or even I want myself in. So naturally being said, you have to put your parents in a position where they can stop working early, because people are working for longer nowadays. The retirement age used to be 60, 65, 70. Now people are working till they're about 75 and only getting enough together just so they can get by for the last couple of years of their lives. The NHS, there are so many people on medication now for stress, depression, physical bad health because their mental health isn't good. And that can even be you 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line. And that's something that I honestly wouldn't wish on my worst enemy right there. Seeing your parent cry or upset because there's just so much that they have to get done nowadays. And there's honestly nothing that, I know it's hard. Obviously as kids or young adults, we're not really supposed to be in a position where we're making money to put our parents, to retire our parents. However, we need to strive for that because making money is so easy nowadays. And obviously our parents could do it themselves, but they're not in a position where they can just stop working and start a business. They have kids to feed, bills to pay, rent to pay, whatever this to pay, tax to pay. We don't have none of that as young adults that are still living at home with our parents. All we got to worry about is maybe putting some petrol in our cars, our car insurance, and just our MOTs for real. So just that being said, and also going to school, going to work, going to college, whatever you do, naturally, in our free time, we should put an hour a day into a grind where we can put our parents on retirement. Because honestly, our parents are the only people on this earth that actually care about us. Like your mom, your adopted mom, your foster mom, your carer, your older sister, whoever takes care of you, it may not be a biological parent, but whoever takes care of you, that's the only person that would actually do anything for you. Friends, I don't care how close you are to your friends. I don't care how much you claim that your best friend is this and that and you'll never go against them. Bro, like, your parents are the people who, no matter what you do, you'll always have a spot in their heart. Even if they claim, people talk and say things, but your parents are the one, like your mom, I'm going to say this for your moms because a lot of you guys, I know your dad's may be around or they might not be as active or whatever, but your mom is the one person who will make that happen for you. It doesn't matter if she's making £400 a week, whatever. cleaning hotel rooms, doing this, doing that, whatever she does, she will really put the effort in to make that happen for you, bro. She will really put in an extra 8 hours a week, an extra 10 hours a week, an extra 12 hours a week, just so you can have those shoes to go to school. Think about that. Are your friends going to give, but 9 times out of 10, let's think, is your friend going to lend you £100 to next week? No. Well, maybe, but 9 times out of 10, no. Your mum will. 9 times out of 10, your friends are never, ever, 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 no matter how close you are, your friends are never going to be there the way your mum's going to be there, the way your dad's going to be there. And that's just a fact. So naturally, that being said, do everything you can to give thanks to her. Grind for the next 5 years. So in 5 years' time, you can buy her whatever house she lives in, or you can buy her a brand new house out the area, and she don't have to pay no bills for that. She don't have to pay no electricity. She can go shopping whenever she wants. She can go on trips whenever she wants. She doesn't have to work. Anything she wants to do, that dream business your mom wants to start, or that dream passion your mom has, she can go and take that and make money from that. She hasn't got to work a dead-end job, be stressed out, have to do all these meetings and all this work for someone else. The harder she works, the harder she's making her boss. The harder she works, she's making someone else. Why don't you work to become as rich as possible so you can put your mom in a nice estate somewhere and she hasn't got to answer to anybody? My mom works from home, and I hate when she's on a call with her manager and I hear the way that she has to submit to her understandings or whatever she says to my mum and she has to do. I hate that. And I'm going to do everything I can do, physically, mentally, on the internet, in real life, whatever I can do to take my mum out of that situation from early. My mum's young and she doesn't need this type of stress, especially when she's mostly doing it for me so that I can have a phone to record on, so that I can have a bed to sleep in, so I can have warm food to eat at night. I know my mum's doing that for me. Same way with my dad. My dad still goes to work 9 to 5, still hustles or whatever, just so he can help us out. I know my parents will really do it all for me, so I'm gonna naturally do it all for them. And realistically, you don't have as much time as you think you do. So you may think, oh, I'm only 17, so in 10 years, 20 years, that's when I'll do all that for my... No. You gotta understand the way that the world is set up nowadays. No one's saying, obviously, God forbid your mom will be here for a long time, but that time isn't promised. So naturally, do what you can. Make it happen in the next 2 years. Not to say literally work yourself to death or nothing, but bro, have a plan and be working every day to execute that plan, because you honestly have no clue how long you have with your parents. You want to be able to make memories with them. 9 times out of 10, the only times you really sit with your parents is like that last 10 minutes at night time before you go to bed. That's the only time you really get with your parents. Man, have that money so at least you can even say to your mom, take a week off work, let's go to wherever for a week. Have a nice beach trip with your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, because you honestly don't know how much time you have left with them. I don't even want to talk about when it comes to us and the economy, when it comes to us young people as well. But our parents, we have to really take care of them the way that they took care of us. Because soon, obviously, God forbid that anyone gets old soon, but our parents are getting older. Like, they're not as able to do what they're not as able to do what they used to do the same way that they can now. So naturally, that being said, you have to be able to give back in return for all the times that they took you away on a trip, all the times that they cooked you food, all of the times that they used to bath you when you was younger. For the first 4 years of your life or whatever, they did everything for you. They wiped your bum, they changed your nappies, they changed your clothes, they put you to bed, all of that. And I'm saying, bro, like, you have to put your parents in a position where they can really just sit back and relax for a little minute. Like, you get what I mean? Like, you need to be, they need to, I want my parents to be proud of me and not have to be 62 years old still working the same job they was working when they was 42. That's not wavy. And I can't let that happen. I cannot, I won't feel right in myself in the next 3 years if my parents are still struggling, working the same job for the same little salary for this same boss. That's not right, man. Like, I can't wrap my head around that. But you guys, man, set a game plan, strive every day to achieve it so you can put your parents in a better position, because, mate, your parents can get a disease from this type of stress. And I know people that have lost parents. I know people that have lost their own lives or had strokes and nearly lost their life because of the work and the stress and all the things going on in this country. Don't let it be yours.